Morning. Today is August 19th, 2020, and I want to do a quick video on Tesla today because the gamma in that stock is so very high, and it's really very interesting as it's been the last several weeks and I guess months to that extent. So what we're going to do is we'll go to the SpotGamma Equity Hub. If you want access to this, you can go to spotgamma.com. Hover over the subscribe button, and there's a link for the Equity Hub, and you get a free 5-day trial. You can search 3,800 different stocks and ETFs and pull up their gamma profile. So all we're going to do is come in here and bring up Tesla, and you can see that the data is based on yesterday's closing data. And what we do is we run it through our options models, and we produce what we call an options map. And so you get all this various data across the top and different fields that tell you exactly how options are positioned. And so in this chart for Tesla, we'll just cover this quickly. You can see that the blue line is the call gamma. So this represents how much hedging activity dealers would have to do to hedge the call positions that they have. And you can see that there is a very steep line from really 1500 all the way into 2000. And then over 2000, it starts to level out a little bit, meaning that the amount of increased hedging that dealers will have to do will start to level out. And you can see that there's a lot more call activity over puts, which in a way makes sense because obviously there's a fairly large expectation out there that Tesla stock will only keep going higher. So this is a very call-dominated name. And what's significant about that is that if you think about people buying long calls, that means that market makers are short calls, and the way that they would have to hedge themselves would be to buy Tesla stock. And so as the stock goes up and as people buy more calls, that forces, in our view, forces dealers to keep buying stock and drives that stock higher. So what's really interesting about that? Well, first is a lot of that call interest expires Friday. That's 2 days from today. Excuse me. And so if you look at this name, 53%, this is as of last night, 53% of the gamma in the name expires on Friday and 20% of the delta. And so what's notable also about this gamma is that yesterday the largest gamma strike was 1800. Today it's 2000. So people kept adding call positions. So you can see yesterday over here, 428,000 calls traded to only 238,000 puts. So, sure, some of those were short sell calls short, obviously, and some of those were probably closing positions. But net, I can tell you that if you look at yesterday's data to today, that the high gamma strike was at 1800 and now bumped up to 2000. If you look at where the stock is so far this morning, we're pretty much flat. The market has not opened yet, but we closed around 1888, and we kind of couldn't break through that 1900 level yesterday. So flipping back over to this hub, what you will pick up is that all those calls that are out of the money, all these calls that are up in this area are going to have fairly rapid decay, right? I mean, a 3,000 call that expires on Friday night for Tesla it's very unlikely that is going to go in the money, but call implied volatility is very high. So every sort of hour that we tick off now to Friday, those calls are really going to start to decay, right? And unless Tesla can jump up a bunch and really get more juice moving forward, what's going to happen is, and I kind of liken it to the idea of a shark, has to keep swimming or it sinks, right? And I view that as sort of Tesla. If it just sort of stalls out, what happens is that all of these calls up here really start to lose value. And if you assume that these are net long calls, what happens is that will slowly start to pressure the stock to stay flat or move down because as those call values deteriorate, dealers don't need as much hedges. And so they may lighten up or start to sell some of those long hedges that we mentioned earlier because all of these calls are starting to expire. The other thing that's interesting is that I would wager that most of the people, there's 766,000 calls in this name. I would wager that most people holding those calls couldn't afford to have 100 shares of stock assigned. So they would likely have to close and or roll those positions out or up. Either way is what we would say is it would be a positive delta trade, I guess, in this case. But what that really means is essentially they're going to close. It's a positive delta trade for the dealer, meaning those calls will get closed. The dealer doesn't have that exposure anymore, so they'll have hedges to sell or unwind. And we assume that most of the calls in Tesla are long. If you just look around at FinTwit or Reddit or just poke around on, Robin Track and the like, Tesla's a very, very popular name in the retail public for short-term, quick trades. if you look at the delta, one of the things to note is that there are a lot of in-the-money options that don't expire until January. So there are long-term holders, obviously, in this name, and there's a million puts. So there's obviously plenty of shorts that are still here. But the sort of immediate phenomenon, which I say is, this Friday's expiration, there are people really trying to drive this thing up. The other thing to note is that there are a lot of people trying to play the stock split, and they want to buy calls into the stock split, which is next week. So there's near-term catalysts, and those are separate from, say, a large short seller who thinks the stock's structurally overvalued and going to go down. There's a near-term catalyst and driver in this expiration. So looking at this chart, you can see this gamma level out around 2000. So in my view, this is kind of a topping area really for the name if we kind of get up into this area. And I think that as we get closer to expiration, wherever the stock may be, this is what I would like to say is a time trade rather than a price trade, meaning that as we march towards Thursday night and especially into Friday, that pressure on the stock, in my view, would pick up or tick up because, a lot of these calls are going to have to be closed in order to start to burn. So it'll be quite interesting to see. 1500 is obviously another big level. We call that the key delta strike, which means that this is where we calculate most of the delta in the option to be. And again, that doesn't expire until the 15th of January. So these are longer term positions here. So, I think that we could see a drift or pullback down into this 1500 range. But at this moment, knowing that this catalyst of the split is next week, I would sort of view this as maybe a little bit of pressure down on the stock into this 1500, area, 1600 area. And, that would likely be sort of where it would hold in my view. But it will be very interesting to watch and see. If you're interested, again, in more charts like this, again, 3,800 different names, go to SpotGamma.com, hover over that subscribe link, and then you'll see an Equity Hub tab. You get a free 5-day trial. You can always send messages to us on Twitter @SpotGamma or email us sg@spotgamma.com. Thanks.